Hello everyone, welcome to another video and welcome to another video in the iQualified series where I qualify for every single iRacing race that I do in January to see where it takes our iRating. So we are here at Oulton Park for a Global Mazda MX-5 Cup race. Oh boy, what a good race it was. But we nearly didn't make it. We were in the practice session just before qualifying. Qualifying started, but we got the weight box at the very top, couldn't join quali. So I had to quit the sim. I could still hear the birds tweeting, the ambient noise is still going on, so I had to find the program within Task Manager, kill it there, restart the sim. So we got back in with 4 minutes to go. Just enough time to do one out lap and one flying lap, and we managed to qualify P6. Now, we are car number 1 in this race, so a good result is crucial. If we finish P6, we're going to be losing iRacing, which isn't what we want to be doing. So it's a good race, this one. Short race around Oulton Park and the Global Mazda. Let's get on track. Right, straight into the action. You'll see I don't have the best of starts. Marco gets a flyer in the green car. And also Daniel tries to stick it up my inside. So we're 3 wide going into turn 1. We all managed to hold it nice and neatly. So it's just me and Hampus now going into turn 3, I think it'll be. Turn 2, turn 3. I concede this one though. I'm never going to get around the outside. We'll look at trying to get a run into the fast left-hander at the end of this straight. So we're in P7 at the moment, so that's going to damage our iRating massively. So I'll go for the move on Hampus. Bit of an aggressive move. We do bang doors a little bit, but he stays on track. We'll get the job done. Back up to P6. Chasing down Marco, who got a cracking start. He jumped 2 or 3 positions, I think, at the beginning. But there's nothing we can do here. So again, just thinking about the exit of the chicane and try and get a run down into the next chicane down the bottom of the hill. We do get a good run. So it goes defensive. So we'll take it to the outside. So what's going to happen here? Generally doesn't end well, but thankfully Marco, he just pinched me in here for the second part. We do bang doors and he ends up on the grass, but nothing we could do about that. It just turned in a bit. So that's us up 1 position up to P5. So as I mentioned at the beginning, I just got a qualifying lap in, so it wasn't the quickest. Tyres still weren't completely up to temperature. So I was absolutely desperate to try and get a lap in, because if we didn't, we would have probably lost iRacing in this one. But we're up to P5, chasing down Henry. Whoever decided that Oulton Park should be free base content is a genius. Suits his car perfectly, I think. So we're under a bit of pressure here from Hampus behind.
Come on, Dave. Nicely done.
He's putting the pressure on, and he's really up close as we exit this left-hander here. Guy ahead missed the apex there, but he cut it back late. So Hampus gets a bit of a run here. So we think, right, well, we'll stay with the outside because we need the inside for the next right. So we get it round, got the inside line for this corner, so he's not going to get anything done here. So we keep hold of the position. I was struggling here. I was really, really struggling. These guys are so quick. It's a real leveler at the Mazda. So now we just need to try and chase down Henry. Oh, and the guy in P1, Jan Paul, bit of an alien, like so quick. He's off like a scalded cat. It was looking like a good exit there till we lost a bit of traction, so we can't really do anything now. But we are closing the gap on Henry. The guys behind have dropped off a bit behind Hampus. Good run out of there, so we'll close the gap a little bit here, no doubt. We're down to 4/10. Got to get on the gas so early there. Henry lost a bit of drive there. What's he going to do? Got to go for it. We're going to go for it. Got it done. Yeah, pushed him a little bit wide. Both really wide there. There was a bit of a hard move on Henry there, but he's still to my left-hand side. And he repays the favour. Pushes me a little bit wide. Still too wide. I'm always wary going into this left-hander on the outside, but thankfully Henry kept it nice and tidy and we've got that job done. Up to P4 now. Adrian 2.67 seconds ahead, up to P4. You'll see at the top of my relative box in the bottom right that we had 12 incident points in this race, and that wasn't through car contact, I don't believe. That was just me pushing a little bit too hard and getting off tracks, because I needed to push for this one. I had to sacrifice a bit of safety rating to get the result, because anything less than where we are now would have probably lost us iRacing being the number one car. So Henry putting a little bit of pressure on there. We don't need that. Just going to slow us down. The gap's increased to Adrian now at 2.5 seconds. Going on to lap number 4. Close behind.
Brilliant, nice one.
We're getting off tracks left, right and centre here, but we need to catch up. Henry's dropped off a little bit, so I'm feeling a little bit better that we don't have to defend. At least we can get some reasonably clean laps in and take our preferred line around the circuit. So Adrian's still got draft as well from Georgie, so that's probably why we're struggling to keep up. We've got to get so close to the tyres on those two chicanes to really have a decent lap round here. Closer the better. Need to open up this right. If you do, you can pretty much keep it pinned around there. The gap's come down by 2 or 3 tenths. Down to 2 seconds, just over. Henry's still sniffing, but not close enough, so we can try and get a good run out this turn. On the grass a little bit, so that might cost us a tenth, but we're still there or thereabouts. Again, way off track, trying to keep up. What I like about this is it's a completely fixed series, so nothing can be changed at all. Everybody's on the same setup. So that's what I mean by a great leveler. All comes down to driver skill, which I like in any series. Having setups and all that kind of stuff's great to make you go faster, but having a truly fixed setup I really like. So the gap's come down a little bit. We've dropped Henry a little bit more. Good run out of there. So we're down to 1.7-ish seconds. Jan Paul in P1, he's cleared off completely now, he's gone. So nice and close to the tyres. Get a good exit, open up this right. Yeah, kept it pinned on the grass, another X. But at this point, I was like, who cares? I need to get the best result I possibly can, and if we can get a P3, then that'll go some way to repair the damage that we did at Silverstone, where we lost about 100 iRacing on that day. So decent exit out of there. Gaps dropped down to 1.5. So we are definitely catching. I can smell blood at this point. Again, you can see my driving's all over the place. I'm just pushing so hard. Just trying to keep momentum going. That's what this car's all about. It's about momentum. We're nearly in draft. Henry's gone behind, thankfully. It's all about the exit at these chicanes now. That's where I'm going to gain most of my time. So Henry's dropped back to over a second now, so he's nearly out of my draft, so I was pleased that he'd gone. Again, keeping it pinned, off track. Desperate, so desperate to get in draft. Adrian's actually caught up with Georgie a bit there now. He was quite close to Georgie, who dropped off the pace for some reason. He shot off at the beginning. So that's us now in draft. So hopefully we should be able to close the gap a little bit quicker now. Under a second for the first time. And now I'm actually thinking, could we get P2? We've caught up with Georgie. He's not pulling away. Can we get a P2? We've got a good run out there. Don't think we're able to get anything done round here though. Show him in my mirrors, but there's no way I was going to try and go for the move there. But that little show in the mirrors kind of compromised his entry a little bit there. He's obviously looking at the relative and his mirror. And we're right on him here at this point. Not close enough here though. Got a decent run on that turn, but again we're 2 tenths. Try and outwit him there a little bit, which did push him wide, but we're too wide, banging doors a little bit, but he got it done. There was no way I was going to get through there. I wouldn't have sent it completely. But my swerving did make him go a little bit wide. Same here. He's not having any of it though. There we go, we've got him done into that turn. Now, Georgie. 1.3 seconds, 1.4 seconds up the road with 4 laps to go. Can we get a P2? All depends how close we can get the next couple of laps, really. Try and tee one up, because that's what it's going to have to be here at Oulton Park. If there's somebody similar speed to you, you've very much got to tee it up 2 or 3 corners before you actually make the move. But we're in draft. We weren't very good through there that lap. Didn't close the gap at all there. So we're under a second behind him, going on to the penultimate lap. The gap's definitely coming down. Adrian's gone behind now, he's dropped back. There's no pressure there. So podium's secure as long as we don't make a mistake. Again, I'm way off track. Desperately trying to catch up, but that did close the gap by a 1/10 or so. On the gas nice and early. Half a second now. And when somebody gets this close, then you start looking in your mirror and your driving changes slightly. You know, your lines change because you're not focusing completely on what's going on ahead. Nice and close to him there, give him something to think about. And now thinking about the exit for this next chicane. Can we get a good exit? Get a good run? We do, we get a good run. He's going defensive. We'll try and go around the outside. That's not going to work. So we get a cracking run there, up the hill. Georgie goes defensive on the inside, thinking about the double right that's coming up, which is probably what I would have done. And then 2 wide round the double right. Great racing this. Absolutely incredible racing. Side by side. He defends. We're not going to outbrake him here, so I go for the switchback. Brake a little bit earlier. Think about cutting back. Get a better exit, which we do, which puts us on the inside for turn number 1, as long as we can hold it. Going on to the last lap, banging doors again. We've got the move done, up to P2. But can we hold on? It's 2/10 back. It's all about whether he gets a good run going up here. 1/10 now. He's going to go for the move, is he? I kind of go defensive. Tries to go around the outside. He's not going to get that done, so I cover my inside line for this right-hander. Happy days. Pressure's off for a few seconds. We're just going to get this next sector right. So we need a good exit out of here. And we get one. Georgie's dropped back a little bit there. 2 or 3/10. That's probably not enough for him to send it into this turn. So we don't need to defend. Just need to get it right. And we do. Good exit out of this turn. Gap's increased a little bit. Again, another tricky double right though. You can lose loads of time here if you don't get this right. You need to nail this first apex, and then get on the gas and bring it back for the second. Happy days. Move offline just so he doesn't get the draft. One more turn. Good exit. And that's it, job done. Up to P2. From P6, even when we were down to P7, weren't we, in the beginning? But I was over the moon with that result. Second position. Near disaster at the beginning, not getting into qualifying. Had to reboot the sim and close it in Task Manager, but managed to get back in to get one flying lap, which put us in P6, give us half a chance of a decent result. Okay, how many splits were there first of all? There were 19 splits. This was top split, strength of field, 2,250. So we lost 45 safety rating. We expected that. We did kind of take liberties in that race just to get to where we needed to be, but we gained 35 I rating. So that takes us back over 3,800. Thank the Lord. So, Jan Paul got the win, we got P2, and Georgie got P3. Who was the biggest winner? We have a 40, oh no, we have Jan Paul. Yes, it's Jan Paul, the race winner. He gained 53, and the biggest loser is James Hall, 13. He lost 72. So there we go, P2. Safety rating loss, I rating gain. I've never been so relieved to make my way through the field as I was in that race. After qualifying, I thought I was going to be starting at the back when I couldn't get in and going to lose a ton of I rating. So, yeah, we did cut corners. We did get a lot of incident points, but we got where we needed to be. Some of the best racing I've ever had on iRacing is in the Global Mazdas. As far as incidents goes, there wasn't many to show. That's why there's no incidents on this one. It was probably one of the cleanest Global Mazda races that you'll ever see. So, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, there'll be an icon on screen now. You can click if you want to subscribe, and other icons if you want to watch some of my previous videos. As always, thank you for watching. See you later. Cheers.